This is Matthew Cratter from Bitcoin University. Today I want to talk about Jack Dorsey and Bitcoin. A couple days ago I made a video about this new hardware wallet from Block called Bitkey. It's really a multi-sig solution, and I was surprised by some of the comments that I got in the comment section, and it made me realize that a lot of people may not be aware of various updates in the space. So there were comments like this: cute device, not a fan of Jack Dorsey at all. Jack Dorsey, the censor, anti-freedom guy, I would never trust him or anything he touches. Don't give 1 cent to anything from Jack Dorsey if you can. This individual loves to promote censorship when he has any power to do so. And I think what a lot of people remember most about Jack and his tenure, at least the last years of his tenure at Twitter, was banning Trump from the platform. Now, I would say that Twitter/X is not just a private company at this point, it's also a major part of the global public square. And as a free speech absolutist, I don't think that anyone, much less the leader of a major country, or even any topic of discussion, should be banned from the public square. And this isn't because I want to give a public platform to the next Stalin or Mao, but because I think it's even worse for civilization to give centralized control to censors. I'm also not scared of tweets, as some people seem to be. So I definitely disagree with Jack's decision. I also recognized, and I don't know all of the internal politics, but this is my guess, I also recognize that if Jack hadn't banned Trump, the Twitter board would almost certainly have forced him out and replaced him at the time with a new CEO who would have immediately banned Trump. So the result would have been the same. So let's do an update. What is Jack Dorsey up to today, and should you trust him? He's had quite an about face and has really in the past few years come out as a huge proponent of Bitcoin, in this quote saying that Bitcoin changes absolutely everything. I don't think there's anything more important in my lifetime to work on. We've already mentioned the Bitkey hardware wallet that Jack has worked on. We should also mention Cash App as well, which has sold tens and tens of billions of dollars of Bitcoin to retail investors and has been a major part of adoption in the past few years. And I believe they only sell Bitcoin. They don't sell any of the other garbage that Coinbase sells, for example. And it looks like now that they're going to use some of those profits, 10% of those profits, to buy Bitcoin for Block. If you're enjoying this video so far, I just ask you to help to support the channel. Hit the subscribe button, leave a like, suggestion for a future video, comment, and also share this video with a friend or family member. We also have Jack and Block working on not just Bitcoin mining chips, but also full Bitcoin mining rigs, also known as ASICs. This is something that Block is working on, and there should be more results from this coming soon. This is definitely something that's well needed in the US because the main producer of ASICs in the space is still this Chinese company called Bitmain. So to the extent we can have US miners, US mining rigs, Bitcoin mining rigs being built, this is a very, very important part of the ecosystem to build out. Jack has his hands in a lot of different things when it comes to Bitcoin mining. He also backed a company called Gridless, which helps to bring electricity to rural parts of Africa. It helps to build out mini grids. And so what it's doing simultaneously is it's decentralizing Bitcoin mining while pushing electrification in rural areas where you normally wouldn't have the incentives to build out an electric grid. So this is a very, very important company, and it's nice to see Jack funding it. He's also one of the backers of the Ocean Mining Pool, which is helping with Bitcoin mining decentralization. This is where I point my ASIC to, Ocean Mining, and they also allow you to filter out the spam from any blocks that they mine. So this is another very important Bitcoin mining project that Jack is behind. He's also been very generous in the space, giving probably close to $20 million at this point to Bitcoin dev projects like OpenSats. If you haven't heard about OpenSats, it's definitely something to check out. You can donate to the general fund. It's a 501c3 in the US, and 100% of donations to the general fund go to free and open source contributors, mostly working on Bitcoin, also working on projects like Nostr, which we're going to talk about. And 100% of your donations will go directly to these devs. If you want to donate to the operations budget, that helps to support OpenSats. But I think this is a great charity, and if you have some spare sats or some spare fiat, it's a great place to donate. And it's important that we donate to these public charities so that they aren't supported just by a single billionaire, and if they are, they could lose their 501c3 status. So it's important for everyone to step up, even if you could just donate $5 or $10. If you donate fiat, you can get a tax write-off. If you donate Bitcoin, you can do so anonymously and decide whether you want to provide your name and get a tax write-off. So definitely support OpenSats if you haven't already. Another great group that's supporting developers is Brink, and Jack has given them $5 million to support Bitcoin devs. You can also donate to them and their fellowship program and their grants program. In addition to supporting Bitcoin devs, Jack has provided quite a bit of money as well to help to build out the Nostr ecosystem. For those of you who aren't familiar with Nostr, I have covered it on the channel before, but it's basically a decentralized social network. You could think of it as a decentralized Twitter, though it's going to turn out to be much, much more than that. And this is a protocol, just like Bitcoin is a protocol. It's not a company. So I think this is a very important thing. And I think it's important for people to realize that I think his experience at Twitter taught Jack how important it is to have a censorship-resistant social media platform. And I think he's doing everything he can to make up for any missteps he took while at Twitter. So definitely check out Nostr. You can download the Damus app or the Primal app. And if you want to follow me on Nostr, I will put a link to my NPub in the description notes below, so you can follow me there. This was a great discussion between Edward Snowden and Jack Dorsey about free speech and about Nostr and a little Bitcoin as well, back from last year, from November of 2023. So definitely check out this discussion. Two really smart guys, and it'll give you a good insight into Edward Snowden and his intelligence, as well as Jack Dorsey and his intelligence as well. So this is what Jack Dorsey's been working on Bitcoin, working on Nostr. I don't think you have to trust Jack or anyone else in the Bitcoin space. You should always do your own research, make up your own mind. But I personally think that Jack's actions speak louder than any words you could say against him at this point. And if Jack is secretly trying to undermine Bitcoin or free speech, I'd say he's doing a really, really poor job of it, funding Nostr, funding Bitcoin mining, putting Bitcoin in the hands of millions of people. So I'd say I think Jack is one of the good guys. Doesn't mean that I necessarily agree with him, anything he's done in the past or anything he may believe today. Maybe there's some overlap, maybe there's not. But I do think we're lucky to have smart, soft-spoken, and supportive billionaires like Michael Saylor and Jack Dorsey in the Bitcoin arena with us. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the subscribe and like buttons. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I publish my next video. And let me know your questions and comments in the comment section below. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.